Hey folks, Jaxzyn here. Continuing with the Macri storyline, and we're going to see what quest Velen has for us. So it looks like the next one's called Consecrating Ground. We have everything we need. In the alcove below, you will find the shattered remains of the Argonite Matrix. Replacing the keystone will restore it to full capacity. The pylons you activated will then be able to repel those who still hunt my people. At long last, this battle will be over. I hope it brings them peace. Repair the Argonite Matrix below the Triumvirate's end. Hold the dip down, and there it is. Perfect. Nothing additional there. Ah, but there's one on the opposite side. My people will never know how I mourn for them, the depths of my regret. As Argus grew smaller and smaller in the distance, I begged the Naru to go back. That is not your path, they told me. Is this what they intended? Well, they probably didn't intend to have their prime get vaped by Illidan, but we'll just see how it goes. Consecrating Ground. Velen peers at you, troubled. The path forward. Velen stares beyond the arena for a time. We must continue on, but I feel Macri is far from finished with us. We should take advantage of this relative safety while we still can. I will place a signal beacon that will allow the Vindicar to lock onto our location. Romuald will send us our means of returning to the Vindicar if there is a need. Call down a light-forged beacon. Perfect. It is time to forge our own path, my friend. Hey. We'll call down a light-forged beacon. Beacon inbound. Be careful, Prophet. And just like that, we're in significantly improved shape. Archimonde, Prophet. The army of the light stands with you. Your help is welcome. Freya. The way forward is clear, and we have the army of the light at our side. There's our light forged beacon. Not so humble beginnings. Now we may begin our search for the crown of the Triumvirate. We will start with the fragments Archimonde carried, the signal of awakening. To the east and north you will find all that remains of the greatest school of magic on Argus. It was there that Archimonde gained his mastery of the arcane. I can think of no other place that would stow his treasures. It will be guarded, no doubt. We will leverage the expertise of Freya's forces here to follow this trail. Meet Archmage Ymira at the Conservatory of the Arcane. Alright. We seek the signal of awakening. Archimonde may have left it at the conservatory. Understood. I have just met the person for the job, Ymira. Right away, Captain. Anar, see the spirits remain under control. The rest of you, secure the area. That's encouraging. Alright, so it looks like there's a Lightforged beacon for City Center quest, and that's coming up, as well as Not So Humble Beginnings. So we'll head to Not So Humble Beginnings. Impressive to see the scope and grandeur. I didn't think that this was actually what we were getting into after the first two kind of sub-regions within Argus. They were just pretty desolate and fell-based, so to see this progressing this way is pretty impressive. Alright, looks like there's a little bit of fun ahead of us here anyway. Conservatory Vigilant. The gatekeeper is inactive. This place has its share of secrets. Thankfully, I know enough of them to get us started. That construct should hold information to help us locate the signal of awakening. We need to wake it up. So we'll go with the quest Conservation of Magic. I have an idea. This construct will be of use to us. We simply need to jolt it awake. We once stored great quantities of energy in conduits throughout the conservatory. They are still functional, but only just. Take this. Ymir hands you a brightly glowing crystal. It will provide a small burst of magic that should help stabilize an erratic conduit. I think I have enough stored for 8 or so. Stabilizing a few should allow us to access the whole network. Stabilize 8 erratic power conduits. Get 114 million artifact power for that. Alternatively, invasive species is the other quest we have to take on. We should seek out an alternative source of energy just in case I'm wrong about the conduits. Luckily enough, I think I know where I can find one. The Panthera native to Argus are solitary creatures, but it seems whatever magic the Awakeners possessed has drawn them here in great numbers. This is no time to be gentle with the environment. Panthera devour energy to survive. Slay them and see if you cannot reclaim some of the power they have consumed. Collect 30 partially digested Ancana. Well, we'll start. It looks like there's a special boss in the middle here. The Awakeners Enclave. Alright, this is who I want. We're not even going to play around. Let's just start knocking her down. Alright, we're making progress here. Pristine Argonite, that gets us up to 19 of 50. Red Conservatory Scroll, summon a red rune of power above your head. See what that's all about. Veiled Argonite, that's only going to help. Otherworldly Trophy, and Unsullied Relic. That's a BOA, Bind on Account Relic. So I'm not a major alt player, but I'm going to have to get something rolling here for sure. Try to organize my bags, but they're starting to look pretty full. Alright, now back to questing. Do you think Argon will let me switch to Consular? I don't think I'm very good at this at all. Surely I can manage a familiar or two, at least. That's pretty fun. Ooh. Manaphyta Panthera, hey. So that's 7 from the first one. That works. How many more of these do I need? 2. 2 of 8, so I've still got quite a few to go. That's 3 of 8. Looks like just corrupted spirits everywhere. Oh. How about that? Looks like this is a location for a new Argus battle pets for those who are interested. Lingering Aether. Let's just see if I tag that. Cool. Let's go get to work. few uglies that aren't super happy with me, but it looks like all the mana sabers are actually over this way. We'll call it on the south side of the area. Awakener's Enclave, something I find kind of interesting. As the environment and the shards of the world floating up there are pretty awesome. Well, I didn't mean to hit these critters. How about that? That's different. Alright, let's go find some mana sabers here. 12 of 30, so I only got 5 on that last one. That's another 5. Here we go, I've got 2 straight ahead. There we go. That gives me 8, so it was only 4 each. It seems like that 7 that I got right away was the exception. There's another 5. Perfect. We've completed both those intro quests. And we've got the Conservatory of the Arcane pretty much opened up now. You can see this seat is going to be pretty impressive as we begin to learn more about it. I had hoped that would work. The lights are on, but no one is home. Conservation of magic? Yes, excellent. The conduits are back online. The construct, however, is proving a little more difficult to awaken than I had hoped, said Ymira. And then additionally, for the invasive species, there's always room for a backup plan. Did you find what we seek? And that was the 30 partially digested arcana, and we turn those in. Invasive species. I did not imagine the final product to be so sticky. Ymira wipes her hands on her robes. It will do. Alright, let's get this rolling. Oh, additionally, another quest, the longest vigil. It was a good thing we sought 2 sources of energy. Even with the conduits active, the construct has not stirred. It has likely been inactive a long while, perhaps as long as Macri has floated above Argus. What a long, lonely vigil it must have been. Ymira is silent for a moment as she peers at the construct. Go ahead and jostle it a little. That combined with one last burst of magic ought to do the trick. Wake the gatekeeper. I'm going to need your help. Jostle it a bit, won't you? We'll give it a shot. And the vigilant is restored. And Ymira says, oh no, I know that voice. And it says, exile Ymira, why have you returned? Ymira replies, we need to. Conservatory resources are not available to one of your status. Of all the people to become gatekeeper, Jaxzyn, perhaps you had better do the talking. So it sounds like there's some kind of history there. The vigilant Quorum, who is essentially the gatekeeper, says, state your purposes or remove yourself from the premises. I respond, I seek the Sigil of Awakening. The Sigil is the Conservatory's highest honor. Only Archimonde's chosen may pursue this accolade. It's not great because I killed Archimonde. I am obligated to inform you that the Master created trials specifically for this purpose. Oh, excellent. I'm also required to allow the uninitiated to participate. Perfect. I qualify as one of those 2. Prepare yourself, stranger. Let us begin. Cool. I'm going to take a break now, folks. But if you've got any comments or things I can do better to help deliver the gameplay, hit me up. Give me a like or subscribe. It definitely helps me out. And we'll see you later.